Hey there guys, welcome to another video. In today's video I want to take a look at a couple of cases from UAG or Urban Armor Gear, and they were kind enough to send these out to me to review. These two cases are for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and what I have here are the anchor case and the civilian case. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Alright, so the first case we'll take a look at here is the anchor case, and this one is a pretty unique looking case. It does come in a couple different colors. So it comes in aubergine, light gray, black, and dusty rose. The color I have here today is light gray, and this case comes in at a price of $39.95. Some of the features here of the case: it does have feather-like construction with soft impact resistant core, armor shell with polished channels near camera, a matte finish and debossed brand detail, does meet military drop test standards, and works with MagSafe and wireless charging. Taking a look at the case here, it does look a little different than the traditional UAG cases, but we have the U branding right here, a picture of the case, the color peeking through here, anchor, the phone it's for right there, and 8-foot drop protection right there. On the back here, it does say strong is beautiful, tells you it's impact resistant, sleek and lightweight shell, raised screen surround, wireless charging compatible, and has a 1-year limited warranty, designed in California. This one has a nice little tag to pull the case out here. So taking a look at our light gray anchor case here, you can see that it is a matte gray here, but then as you get closer to the camera here, it does have these kind of indentions that kind of swoop around the camera, which is a kind of interesting design here. So as you can see, it kind of catches in light. It's glossy versus the matte of the rest of the case, which is pretty nice. So it just kind of looks like it's going deeper and deeper in until you get to the camera lens, which is kind of an interesting feature there. We do have the U branding right down there, and that is raised above the case also. Another kind of interesting feature of the case is, as you can see, the edges are lower than the rest of the case, so the back is a little bit higher. And that's all around the case except for the buttons. So the buttons are flush with the rest of the back, but as you can see, it kind of indents down, and then this kind of is raised up. Kind of interesting. Same thing on the other side. As you can see, the volume keys are flush with the case, and then the rest of it is not. So it's kind of an interesting design here. On the inside, we kind of have this dot pattern on here. It is TPU on the sides, and then it is a hard plastic on the back here. So this one is going to still be pretty tough. As you can see, not a lot of flex at all on this case, so it'll definitely offer some protection. Let's go ahead and put our iPhone 12 Pro Max inside the anchor case here and check out the fitment and everything here. Okay, so here is the back. So of course that unique look, and we do have the Pacific Blue iPhone 12 Pro Max here, so it actually looks pretty good. And as you can see, of course, that edge is just very, very strange to me, but it does still look nice. So we have this gray on the front here. We do have a lip of protection around the front, which is nice. So we do have some protection up here, and we do have a little bit of protection for our camera right back here. As you can see, just a little tiny lip right there. So you can put it down on its back, and you can put it down on the front and not have any issues scratching the back of the case or the front of your phone right there. Taking a look at the side right here, we do have a cutout for our silent switch right here. That's a little bit small on the small side right there. We do have our volume keys with plus and minus right there, and those are perfectly clicky right there, so no issues there. Going down the line here, we do have our cutouts for our speaker, lightning, and mic right there. And that lightning port is very tight right there, so probably not going to accommodate larger chargers, just the Apple charger probably. And on the other side, we do have our power key, and that also has 3 little dots on it to let you know that is the power key right there. So that works really well also. So a nice looking case. Just a little strange here, but we do have that nice little design with the indentation kind of ripple through on the case here, and the matte on the rest of it right there. So a pretty good looking case. Let's check out the MagSafe compatibility with our anchor case here. So we'll just pop it on the back here. And we do have compatibility with it here. And let's see how well it stays on here. So shaking it here is pretty good. And it does it here pretty well. Although you can see a portion of it goes onto where this ripple is here right there. But overall, seems to be pretty good and works pretty well. Alright, and the next case we'll take a look at here is the Civilian series, and this is one of my personal favorites. This one does come in quite a few different colors. So it comes in eggplant, black, olive, mallard, silver, and orange, and I do have the orange here today. So this comes in at a price of $49.95 no matter which color you choose, and this one has impact resistant exoskeleton, hex cushioning, and shock absorbing panels, features traction grip and oversized tactile buttons, and has an ultralight armor shell, does meet military drop standards, and is MagSafe and wireless charging compatible. Alright, so the packaging on this one is a little bit different than the previous here, but we have UAG branding right here. It does tell you it's drop tested, gives you discreet protection, civilian series, and it says the phone for this is for. On the back here it does show you built to go further and kind of gives you a dissection of the case here. So it does have shock absorbing soft core, impact resistant bumpers, and featherlight armor shield, and pretty simple to open up here, and we just pop our case out here. Now taking a look here, you can see we do have a really nice orange color here. We do have a little indentation right here, and then another one right here, and then we have Urban Armor Gear kind of abbreviated right there. Looks really good there. And on the side here you can see it doesn't add too much thickness, but it is still a nice tough case. On the inside we do have that honeycomb interior. Now as you can see, it does have two kind of different materials right here. So we have kind of a softer material right here at the top, and then a little bit softer material right here at the bottom in the corners right here. And they are different colors, so we do have a green and a black on here, and the same thing here at the top. However, if you look here, it is a very rigid case, so the sides don't have much flex at all, and the same thing with the top and bottom right there. This one, of course, is going to be a very little flex, and this one is going to be a very tough case. And popping our iPhone 12 Pro Max into the case here, we just go in from the side right here, and then pop each corner in, and there we go. So here is our orange civilian case with our Pacific Blue iPhone 12 Pro Max. Looks really good. So I must say I really like the design of this case. It's simple, but it just has a really nice clean design. I really like it. So as you can see, it doesn't add too much thickness. Now, right here you can see we don't have a lot of protection for our camera, but we do have enough of the case right there so you can set it down, no issue there. And then, as you can see, all along the front, we do have some protection for our screen. So we do have that lip of protection right there. And I really do like that we get this kind of dissection, different colors. So we get the green and black, and then the same thing in the corners right here also. All right, and taking a look at the side of the case here, we do have a nice size cutout for our silent switch right there, so that is nice and easily accessible. Our buttons here are nice and tactile, as you can see. So no issues clicking those right there, and they do have a plus and minus for your volume right there. Going down the line a little bit here, you can see we have a UAG branding right there, and then along the bottom right here you can see we have a little indentation for where everything is, but we have perfect cutouts for our speaker, lightning, and microphones right there. So that looks really good, and hopefully you'll have good access for the lightning port if you do happen to have a larger charger. On the other side here we do have our power key, two little lines right here to denote it is power. And that one is nice and responsive also. And then there is nothing else on that side right there, and then nothing on the top right here. But of course we do get to see that green and the orange right there. Looks really good. So that is just a look at the civilian case for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And just to give you another color here, now I don't have the mallard color for this one, but here is the mallard in the iPhone 12 Pro model. So if you want to see kind of a difference here, so we have the orange and the mallard. And I actually like both of these, but I definitely like the mallard on the iPhone 12 Pro. All right, so let's go ahead and test out the MagSafe compatibility with the civilian case. Now, one thing to note here is because of these indentions, the case is not flat, so it may not have as good of compatibility with MagSafe, but let's try it anyway. So as you can see, it does recognize the MagSafe charger. However, it does not stay on there. So this one is not going to adhere very well, but you will still be able to use it as a wireless charger, and then it'll work just fine with other wireless chargers. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. So this has been a look at the Anchor and the civilian cases from UAG. So thank you again to UAG for sending these out to review. If you guys are interested in either of these cases, I will leave a link down below. They also offer a bunch of different cases for the iPhone 12 series, so definitely check those out also. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more like this, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.